Playoff race is heating up on the turf as we take a look at the Lacrosse Weekly Award winners. On the men's side, UMBC's Phil Poe picks up Player of the Week after controlling 22 faceoffs in the Retrievers' overtime win versus Albany. Rookie of the Week goes to Binghamton's J.T. Hawk. The freshman scored a pair of goals for the Bearcats against Vermont and brings his season point total to 25. On the women's side, Stony Brook's Demi-Ann Cook scored 6 goals against Albany to bring her nation-leading tally to 63 on the season. This is Cook's third Player of the Week honor this year. Boston University goalkeeper Christina Sheridan made a career-high 15 saves, including 10 in the second half against Canisius, and is Defender of the Week. And New Hampshire's Laura Puccia had an 8-point week, including 4 goals in UNH's 12-11 win over UMBC, to collect her second Rookie of the Week award this season. The UVM women kept their playoff hopes alive with a 12-7 win over Binghamton. Allison Full and Addison Rounds each scored a hat-trick for the Catamounts, who sit in a 3-way tie for the final playoff spot. New Hampshire also made a push towards the postseason, jumping into that 3-way tie after a 12-11 win against UMBC in Durham. UNH jumped out to a 10-2 lead in the second half and held off a UMBC surge to pick up the win. Stony Brook locked up the number 2 seed in the conference tourney after a convincing 16-5 win over Albany. Demi-Ann Cook and Claire Peterson combined for 8 goals and 4 assists to lead the way for the Seawolves. Boston University finished off its regular season home slate with an 11-6 non-conference win over Canisius. Daniela Trasco scored 4 times for the Terriers, and Christina Sheridan made 15 stops in the cage. That 3-way tie for 4th place features Albany, Vermont, and UNH. The Danes and Catamounts square off this weekend in Burlington. Some tremendous games on the men's side over the weekend will start in Baltimore, where UMBC scored 6 times in the final 6 minutes to overcome a 5-goal deficit and defeat Albany 17-16 in overtime. Scott Jones tallied the game winner for the Retrievers with just over 2 minutes left in OT. Vermont kept its playoff hopes intact by defeating Binghamton 11-5 at Virtue Field in Burlington. Drew Philly and Thomas Galvin combined for 7 goals to lead the Catamounts to their first conference win of the season. In a rematch of last season's title game, Hartford and Stony Brook played to almost the exact same finish as the 2011 bout. Hartford scored with 1 second remaining in regulation and then won the game 11-10 in overtime, with Carter Bender's goal under a minute into the extra frame. After the weekend's action, we've got a 3-way tie for first as Stony Brook, Albany, and UMBC all sit at 3-1 in conference play. The Seawolves and Danes get together this weekend in Albany, while Hartford and Vermont also play with the winner advancing to the conference tourney.